Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I looked straight into his face. I've never been afraid to hold a man's gaze. It's natural. I said, this is going to be the most significant televisual event since Quantum Leap, and I do not say that lightly.
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
Rollerblading. First step is always rollerblading.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I wish Chad was here because he would never question me. Welcome to Plotty Time.
One egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon. It's still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're
tank.
waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Plotty Time where we are teasing a special announcement which is happening right now. We gotta have a YouTube video, guys, coming out next week.
What?
Yeah, new shit. Poppascotch, that's me. I'm doing a reaction video to a video game story, one we talked about last week, Full Throttle. I talked about it. Well, I watched it before we did the episode, so it still counts.
Yeah. It's content, all right, guys?
We're going to blow up the algorithm.
Fucking eat it.
Everyone kept saying how, like, you got to have some moving pictures or something on YouTube. Well, now you have a YouTube reason to follow our YouTube channel. So,
Are you filmed in this video?
no, not for this one.
Okay.
I'm not filmed in it.
Oh, you're not in the bottom left corner?
No, I couldn't get the green screen together in time.
Next
Oh, yeah,
time.
It's
Next
pretty
time.
complicated.
Yeah, well, it is very complicated. Shut up. We'll work on that for next time. But this episode, the Full Throttle, first one we're going to do is going to be released next week, June 6th. So, same day as the episode. Keep an eye out for that
Just
on the
in time
YouTube
for
channel.
my birthday.
Ooh.
And D-Day.
D-Day and Scientist Day.
But Scientist Day isn't June 6th, right? Isn't your birthday the 20th?
It's the 8th.
That's G-Pig's birthday, the 6th.
Oh, I was real close.
It's a name I haven't thought of in a long time.
I know, right? I just remember his birthday because it's right before yours. So weird.
All right, well, let's get into the episode here. I watched a bunch more X-Files. We're like 5 episodes in the season.
Finished
2
season
now.
1?
Yeah, we're rolling. The one that I think was a real big one for the X-Files, a real turning point, and honestly, the first one I remember of that first season, like the Tombs one with the serial killer who could like reach through drains and shit.
That was a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah. With the
He could
elongated
stretch and,
fingernail.
stole people's
Yeah,
livers.
but
Yeah.
that was he would eat people's livers like every 30 or 60 years. I
Yeah.
forget what it was. But that was the first one I can remember where like the X-Files were on the hunt. Like there was an active thing going on. Because usually they just show up after the event and do their research and do their interviews. Well, I'm sorry, in the first season so far.
I think he comes back in the last season.
I remember him.
He's in another episode later.
Yeah, because it was probably 30 years after the first one.
You know what? It was probably when they redid the episodes, like it was just them
That's
20 years after
awesome.
the fact.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. That is awesome.
That's cool.
Talk about really keeping the canon, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. The one I remember the most, I don't know why, it's just that guy who could like hypnotize you.
The talking.
Yeah,
Cerulean Blue.
Cerulean Blue, yeah.
That was a good one.
Did I see that one?
I don't know if that
What
was the first season, but
I always confuse it because there's a Fringe episode that's exactly like that, but the kid like steals drugs from his dad's like a researcher, and if he takes the drugs, he can talk people into doing things.
that was a great. It's kind of like the voice of God from Preacher. Like,
Oh yeah,
just make people do shit.
So that episode is called Pusher. It's season 3, episode 17,
Okay.
written by Vince Gilligan, who did Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool.
But yeah, we're gonna keep going and chipping away at it. Also, Skinner showed up. He showed up at the end of season 1, like 3 episodes left of the season.
Yeah, when you finally find out who their boss is.
Yeah,
I
right?
didn't realize it was that long ago that Skinner came in. I thought he came in later.
No,
I
he's been
didn't
there
know.
the whole time. I thought.
I didn't know he was there in the first season, but
I think he loses his job actually and gets replaced by someone.
he does, right?
Yeah, eventually.
Or he gets promoted or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I remember him being there for a while. Maybe that was just because that's when I was like watching it every week it came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in
So it
96,
felt like
97.
because that's what it was. Years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what's really good?
No.
The X-Men 97 cartoon. All the episodes are finally out.
Oh, you're still watching it? How'd it go? How was the first season?
It's fantastic.
Is it like the original animation style?
Yeah.
Shut up. I'll watch that. I used to like that show. Well, the original X-Men.
Yeah, it's
From
the exact.
97,
I think it's the exact same. They have the intro the same. It might follow from where that ended off.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it was just episodic or if there was a whole.
It's a whole story,
Through
but it's
line.
10 episodes.
Is
with
it
the X-Men?
continuing the actual story from the original cartoon run, or is it like its own thing?
I think so. I don't remember. I'd have to
like-
go back and watch.
Jubilee and shit.
Yeah, Jubilee's in it. Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Rogue, Gambit.
What does Jubilee do?
Makes
She
like
makes
fireworks
sparkles and
Yeah.
shit.
Okay, I was
Can
right.
she make like M80s? Can she make shit just explode?
I don't know. I'm not exactly up to date with Jubilee's powers.
Yeah, right.
I remember, like, because I didn't grow up with comics. Like, I never had anything against them or didn't like people that did like comics. It wasn't in my friend groups or circles. Like, no one was into it, you know?
Dude, yeah, because it was like
But this
Yeah.
used to be on like Saturday morning cartoons.
we used to be able to run to the fucking pyramid and buy comic books, man.
I remember. It was pretty nice.
That was crazy.
They had them at, like, a couple in the rack at Crex's, too.
Great
Yeah, Craxies. Yeah, right next to the pornos.
Yep. But that- I love
Oh,
that.
the
They just
90s.
put that little piece of cardboard across the boob.
Yeah,
This
or
is
the
fine,
black
right?
plastic cover that goes over it where you can see their face.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I haven't thought about Craxies in a minute.
Yeah, me neither. The penny candy, and then they raised it to 2 cents, and we're like, "What are we fucking Rockefellers?"
Yeah, and then
here?
it went out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, "You're right, we made a mistake," and they went out of business.
Dude, some of that penny candy was gross though.
Remember the little wafers with the
I was
fucking
just thinking of that when I said
Yeah.
gross. They were wafers
Yeah.
with like nerds in the middle or
beads.
whatever.
They're like,
yeah.
like little gross.
Little Jimmy balls.
Yep.
Someone referred to them as Jimmys the other day, and I'm like, "Oh, you're from the South." That's right.
No,
Well,
they're
Jimmy's
sprinkles.
are sprinkles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone referred to sprinkles as like a donut with Jimmy's on it. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Donut with
right.
Jimmy's on it. Get the fuck out of here.
Put my Jimmy on your donut.
Dude, I'm south of the Mason-Dixon, man. Things get weird. I was also in Charleston. I told you guys about that. I went to Charleston for a visit.
No, it sounds like hell.
I never spent time, like real time, in a southern city.
Oh yeah.
And the history there, there's a lot of weight to it.
White to it.
Oh.
Mostly, but it's a lot of weight. Like, we went to a building that was a museum that used to be where slave trades happened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh nice.
And just watching and seeing that, you're like, holy fuck, that was a lot. And then you go to like a different tour of the oldest building in one of the 3 oldest buildings in the
It was a
country.
plantation.
Oh yeah. You were
We
telling me
didn't
about
do
this.
any. Yeah, I was telling you about this. Like, there's the 3 oldest buildings in America are Independence Hall in Philadelphia. This place I went, which was the old Exchange House in Charleston,
Somewhere in Boston, right?
and Faneuil Hall, FANUEIL.
That doesn't seem right. I mean, still standing buildings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like original. Like, I'm sure they updated them and kept them up.
There wasn't some in Florida?
No, I don't think so.
What?
They weren't part of the union. It was definitely early American settlements there.
Well, yeah, but
That's
there
why
was
Charleston's part of
early
it.
Spanish settlements in Florida.
Yes, we actually learned a lot about this in the history of South Carolina, because that was a pirate haven, and it was the furthest north pirate haven. That's where Blackbeard died, and where Stede Bonnet, the gentleman pirate, was captured.
Steve Bonnet, wasn't he the drummer for The Who?
You're thinking of Steve Bonham,
I don't even know if he was the drummer for The Who.
Yeah. he's
John Bonham. There it is.
Helen Bonham Carter.
But if you have never seen the show, Our Flag Means Death.
Yeah, I saw the first episode.
Yeah, that's the Stede Bonnet story where Blackbeard comes in, and their
right, right.
they didn't make a 3rd season, but if there was a 3rd season, it would have been all Charleston.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was fun. I had a good time. I also watched Repo Man again.
The
which is a
original?
great American film. Yeah, with baby
Nice.
Emilio Estevez, who's like 19.
Dude, yeah, that's a good one. I actually
Emilio
really enjoyed
Estevez
that one.
and
The other guy.
yeah.
Harry Dean Stanton.
Oh, I'm thinking of
You're thinking of Tiger Blood.
no,
That guy.
that's not what I'm thinking.
Men at Work.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was thinking of. Men at work.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with
Similar
Repo
vein.
Man.
No.
Great 1-2 punch of a movie night.
Yeah.
But
for
Repo
real.
Man, I always forget how fucking weird it is and how it doesn't make sense, but it does.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no movie like that. That was just a bunch of bullshit they filmed and threw together into a sort of story. It's good.
Oh yeah.
Check out Repo Man.
I'm sure there was.
Yeah, like the one I watched. I watched Deadpool again, the first one,
Yeah.
Okay.
because the new one's coming out in a month.
There were 2
Yeah.
already, right?
Oh, I plan on watching the other one. I mean, they're funny for what they are.
Yeah. I mean, I like them.
I think I like the second one better.
Yeah, I kind of remember the second one being
Rolling.
better, but
Second one had the whole.
X-Force crew.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And it had this. Skarsgård was in it for like 30 seconds.
Right. Yeah. I gotta watch those.
Yeah.
man.
Rob Delaney, the comedian, was
Normal guy.
normal guy. Yeah.
I think his name was just Steve. I got to watch that one again. But the first one's pretty good too.
Cool.
Sick. What else? I watched Willy's Wonderland again. That was the last other thing I watched.
Oh, speaking of Nick Cage, man.
What a great movie.
I watched Drive Angry again.
Doesn't he have a new movie coming out?
I don't know if I've seen that.
Drive Angry with fucking what's her name?
Amber Heard.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. Isn't there like a famous scene where they're boning and in a shootout?
Well, he's
Or
well,
he's
Nick
boning
Cage is
somebody?
boning a sex worker, or just
And
someone he picks up at a bar, and he's just boning her while the fucking guys come into the room, and he's just like killing them all. It's so dumb.
Nice.
It's a good time.
I heard it's a good, dumb fun.
Yeah, I forgot how fun it was, but yeah, it's a decent one because he like escapes hell, and then
Well, like Kratos?
kinda
Is it a prequel
he-
to Ghost Hunter?
he steals some type of crazy shotgun from hell and just comes to I don't know.
Didn't we have a video game like that?
Shadows of the Damned, maybe?
Yeah, or
Yeah, right?
Darkness?
Yeah.
One of those?
Or the Dark? Yeah, one of those.
But his
Wait,
new movie,
the Darkness was the mob guy.
Dream Scenario.
That's it. Yeah.
I saw
a
it.
commercial.
I
for
watched it.
Is that good?
I enjoyed it. He's like a college professor, and he talks about the hive mind a lot.
No, things that don't exist, you mean?
No, the hive mind exists. You ever work in a restaurant? You'll know the hive mind exists. Just because everyone orders the same shit. It's every like different days. Whatever. I don't have to go into it, but
I think you do, because I you see where this is coming from. No, don't worry about it. I don't
all
worry about
right.
it.
Say you never sell turkey burgers, and then one day you're selling 30 turkey burgers out of fucking nowhere. And you're like, why? Oh, because of the hive mind. I believe.
So,
in
like,
the hive mind.
one person got a turkey burger, and then someone's like, you know what? I haven't had a turkey burger in forever. I think I'll order that. And then it just kind of
yeah, but
snowballs.
these are people who don't fucking see each other. It's like table after table, and it's like they're not looking. They're not even sitting there. I don't know. Whatever.
It's just coincidence.
Do you think it's supernatural in some way?
I do because it's all bullshit.
Yes,
We
it's
should
all
look into
bullshit.
Whatever.
We'll look into it. We'll get a grant. Or
But
something.
anyway,
We'll get a grant.
Nick Cage appears in like people's dreams, and it like he starts like people are like, "Oh my god, it's that guy in my dreams," and like everyone, it becomes this huge internet sensation. He's just like in everyone's dreams.
Does he have like anything to do with it, or is he just like,
I know it just
okay?
happens, and he's like fascinated by it, and he just it's a fun Nick Cage movie, but it has some heart too.
Oh, well, that's not slappy then.
But the dream sequences are neat. Like every time you see it, like people are just telling their dreams, and then it goes into the dream sequence, and it shows this
Like
weird
what dreams may come.
weird shit that's happening. He's like, "Oh, I'm just standing there observing. Interesting. But yeah, I'd give it a watch. If you like Nick Cage, it's not bad.
Okay.
You know what else isn't bad that you should do?
No, I
Play
don't.
Tunic, because I finished it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent job.
Yeah. Everybody should play. It's free now. Well,
It was
It
free.
was free.
When this
Last
was
month. You should have got it.
Should have got it, suckers.
That's your fault, loser.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you get in every game that's free? Duh.
I don't, because I'm not going to play some of them.
I don't care. I'll still put it on my fucking.
Most of the games I would play, I already have, which kind of annoys me, but whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, give it a try. It's fun. Trying to figure out all the things is almost impossible, but
Yeah, I'll check it out. Like I said last week.
yeah,
I'm still playing fucking Last Faith.
still good.
I'm on a boss right now that I know what I have to do, but I panic when it gets down to like a quarter health. You know, I'm like, I just got to calm down. Just follow the fucking procedure. Because it's like Souls, like, you know, like
Yeah.
the Half-Life, they change their fucking attacks and shit.
Different phases.
Yeah. But yeah, I plan on playing that when this is done recording. Hopefully beat it tonight. If not,
I hope to be asleep.
whatever.
Man, I can't wait to be asleep.
I know, dude. I was so fucking tired when we started recording. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm just blasting myself with some caffeine. Let's do this. Although I have nothing else to talk about other than Fallout 4, which I played a lot of.
Yeah.
Did you do anything cool in it?
I just did the Silver Shroud missions.
Oh, nice.
So I've been going through those, got those. I saved Kent. You know, that was a close one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I saved him. And then, And then I took a power armor suit and I started making it rad resistant. And then I got a bunch of missions I got to go take care of in the glowing sea. But you know how that is.
Yeah, of course.
I played the Fallout board game.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was all right. It was kind of weird getting to the first game, but
Yeah.
once we got the hang of it after one, played with Zorch.
Yeah.
What kind of game is it?
It's just like a board game.
It's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
Dark Souls,
No.
which is hard. And
I killed a Deathclaw, which is almost impossible in it. But
oh, nice.
I was a super mutant, and I got power armor, and then Zortwan.
What? Oh, it's against each other.
Well, no, it's just whoever gets the most points.
Oh, okay.
Once you get 10 points, you win.
Interesting.
Are you guys all going towards a goal?
Well, they give you a quest that you can just do, and you can wander around the wasteland fighting enemies and doing random quests that come up.
Oh, so it's like the game. You can do the quest, or you can just be like,
Yeah, or you can do. But there's also like a clock on it, so one of the factions will win. Like we played the Commonwealth, and you have the Synth faction and the other faction. And if you just waste time doing things, you eventually clock out, and one of those factions wins.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'd like to.
So there's an artificial clock on it, so you can't just dick around and just do missions all the time.
Yeah.
But some of the enemies are so super hard to beat because you only have 3 dice,
Right.
and they need like 4 hits, and there's only 2 hits on one side of the die. It was just, you have to see it, but it was all right.
Right.
It was something to kill time when I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. What do you think you're going to play next, Dr. Scientist? Are you going down the list, or you think you're throwing something in there?
We'll play next, video game next?
Yeah.
Well, I have this game called Nobody Saves the World up on deck. We'll see how that goes. The guy's name is Nobody, so.
Gotcha. Are there any games coming out that anyone here is excited about?
There's a game coming out that came out on Switch like 2 years ago that I want to play, but it's only on PS5.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Oh, the 5th in that Shimigami Tensei. Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything.
Let me look at my PS app because I have hearts on things I want.
There's like the System Shock remake is out for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that might be interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for some
most of the
reviews,
things I
though.
want to play anymore on PS5, so I might have to get one soon.
I'm just waiting for sales on Lords of the Fallen, Lies of P.
You know, I saw someone playing online that is kind of interesting. I don't know if you want to spend $30 on it though.
Well, I'll wait for a sale.
It's called Another Crab's Treasure. You play as this hermit crab who was conned out of his shell.
Oh, nice.
By a shark, and then you go and try and get it back. But it's like the guy who was playing it was called it, just joking around, calling it Sheldon Ring or like Crab Souls.
Is it like a Souls game?
Yeah, but it's like cute and bright art, but you're a crab and you can pick up different shells.
All right.
And it's like the whole world is set in the ocean, and it's just like garbage strewn around everywhere, and there's pollution taking over the guys and making them bad.
Oh, that sounds fun, actually.
Like the enemies were like, one was like a lobster with a bike lock, and he was like smashing you with it, and there's like crabs going around with combs.
Can you pick up like garbage and put it on your shell?
Yeah,
Nice.
like you can get like a soda can. Yeah,
Yep.
that was one of them. A shot glass.
Yeah, that sounds fucking cool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I mean, I can't guarantee you're gonna enjoy it, but it looked interesting when I saw him playing.
Well,
it.
yeah. I mean, I'll get it cheap or whatever. But
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Dr. Scientist, because there was just a statistic revealed that half of the PlayStation player base right now
I saw
still
this,
has not upgraded to a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
What do you need it for? Like most people who play Call of Duty, you don't need it for that.
I'd still prefer it.
Yeah,
for better.
But there's people who play like maybe once a week with their buddies from college.
Yeah,
still.
I mean, like I'm sure there's better frame rates and shit, but
now it's coming down with the games I want to play aren't on PS4 too.
yeah,
Also,
Yeah, so you're just going to be forced into doing one if you want to keep playing.
yeah, I'm trying to hope that
try to wait for
PS6
the
comes out
6, yep.
and they could upgrade all the things for the PS6, and I could just buy that right away.
Well, isn't the flat's out already, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting for
Yeah.
Hollow Knight to come out whenever that comes out.
Oh yeah, I am looking
It
forward
might
to
even
that.
it might even be out on Steam. I don't even know.
No, the song, whatever.
Yeah, Silk Song.
Yeah.
I should go back and play the old Hollow Knight again. That was fun.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just to get juiced for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Elden Ring's DLC is coming out. I might play.
There's also a new game called Unicorn Overlord, which I want to play. That's on PS4 at least.
Tight.
I downloaded the demo, but you're gonna keep I want to play it a little bit, but it looks interesting. It's an RPG.
Yes.
Yeah, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree is coming June 21st. There was also a that I remember talking about it. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space game just came out.
Oh yeah, but that's like the fucking asymmetric bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
It really is.
They could have just thrown that into Dead by Daylight.
They could have, or in that Left 4 Dead
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rough.
bullshit. Yeah, that might have made that game pop a little more if they had that and like the Friday 13th shit. If they put all those games just like into one.
It's wild though, because like the Friday the 13th game, they lost the license and couldn't sell it anymore. So it's gone. You can't buy it.
That's so stupid.
And even if you buy it, I don't know if you can play it because it's asymmetric. It's all online.
Yeah, it's all online. I mean, I'm sure there's a single player game, isn't there?
There's a way to do it by yourself, but I don't know if like you have to load the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't like that about games. But then again, I never play any of the asymmetrical ones, so I don't know.
I don't have a group of 4 friends to play with, so fuck.
I'm sure it's fun. Like with your group, you know, you get dedicated 4 people to play. I'm sure it's awesome.
Yeah, let's get some fans to play. I'll play with you guys.
There you go. You get 3 together and then come to Chump Slap.
You've
and
never
your
played
4th.
that game before, though. I think you're in for a rude awakening because people are.
I don't give a shit. I'm
you might,
really good at
guys.
losing.
You might have to carry Chump Slap if he joins your group.
Well, if you're gonna carry me, let's do some fucking Destiny 2 raids or something.
Jeez.
Right?
Well, there's going to be a new Destiny 2 DLC right around that Killer Clowns from Outer Space. No, wait. June 4th, Destiny 2, the final shape comes out. So, you know,
Oh, so it's
maybe
out.
you'll get some new players coming back.
Or it's out soon. Just give me Destiny 3, man. Let me start over. I don't want to fucking jump into that shit.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
I don't know what it is, but like when you have these live service games, I don't have any desire to join them if I don't get into them right when they come out.
No, yeah, that's like the thing. Like if you miss it, why even bother? You know what I mean?
They have like a lot of the games, like Destiny has like a fast pass to like level 20.
Nah, who cares?
Like well, a lot of these games like this, as they get further into their life cycle, like when you create a character, you get the choice, like start from the beginning or start where the game actually starts getting fair. But I still don't want to play it.
But Destiny 2, they got rid of the single player campaign.
Really?
Yeah, you can't even play the original part of the game now.
That's kind of dumb.
Huh, I didn't know that. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, well, I read that somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's true.
If it's wrong, let us know.
Yeah, I don't know. That bothered me. I was like, really?
Are we spreading misinformation? Who knows?
No, we're the most
Accurate podcast
ever.
That has ever existed. You're welcome, folks.
We haven't brought that up in a while.
I know, right?
No, we haven't had
We
to.
don't brag about our rewards.
Yeah, did you guys also see that Amazon ordered the Tomb Raider series from Phoebe Waller-Bridge?
No.
Like a TV show. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Because they saw Fallout made fucking bank, so now they're like, ooh, let's do this.
This is exactly what's going to happen. Fallout made a bunch of money. Before that, Last of Us made a bunch of money. So they're going to just start making TV shows of games, and one of them they're going to spend too much on and get the wrong people, and it's going to suck. And they're going to be like, well, I guess we're not making video game stuff anymore forever.
Yeah, you know what should come out? Twisted Metal Season 2. I'd love to see that.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a great series, man.
I
still gotta watch
appreciate it more than I thought I would. A lot more than I thought I would.
I put it on in the background the other day, and I was like, yeah, this is still good.
I remember there's a YouTuber I watched, Moist Critical, who when that first teaser came out with them fighting in the like arcade or the casino and the music going off, he's like, this is going to be bullshit. This is going to suck. Show comes out. He's like, I was completely wrong. I am so glad I was wrong, but I was completely wrong.
There's so many
show's
shows
great.
I got to watch.
Yeah.
I've thought about I don't want to think about it, actually, now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, I don't want to think about it.
New t-shirt. I don't want to think about it now that I think about it.
Now that I think about it, I don't want to think about it. But I'm excited to see a Tomb Raider series. I thought the live action like 2018 one was good with Alicia Vikander.
That was all right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, keep the movies going. I don't need to see a series. There's not enough in those games to make a series. Oh, I'm sure there is, but
I mean, it's just like Uncharted.
yeah, make an Uncharted series then, you know?
I would like to see more happen with Uncharted.
Yeah, they'll make
But
a
hey.
second movie eventually. That made money, right?
It did. I thought they were like moving forward with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But man, I didn't care for that movie.
Yeah, the movie wasn't that
It
good.
was
but
all right.
It wasn't bad.
It was all right. It was
Yeah.
all right. I think I'm just getting tired of Marky Mark.
Yeah, true that. I'd like to see a new Mortal Kombat movie too. I would like to.
With Marky Mark.
Please no.
Maybe.
Mark Wahlberg, the guy who hosted that game show back in the day. That Mark Wahlberg, maybe.
He'll play Goro.
Perfect.
Awesome. Just his face on Goro's body.
Yeah, say hello to your mother. All right. Well, what else we got for news? GameStop stock exploded again.
Yeah, okay. Tell me the stock market's real.
Yeah, it's more of the meme stock.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It seems real easy to manipulate, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're already rich.
There are a bunch of like threads and Twitter and whatever Blue Sky accounts out there that just exist to report when like senators and House members
Buy shit.
Yeah.
buy stock or sell it.
Yep.
So I think I'm just going to follow one of those and just do everything they do because
Yeah,
they're
that's
making.
probably
out.
You want to
best
make $1
to
million?
do.
There you go, man.
Yeah, just start with like $100. And
Yeah.
just invest it in whatever they invest in. Sell it when they sell it because they have to report both. They have to report buying and selling.
Yeah, exactly. You let me know, and I'll do
give it a
whatever you
shot.
tell me to do.
Yeah, like it's crazy. You put your money into a stock, it just sits there. You do absolutely nothing, and they're like, "Hey, 3 days went by and your stock did great. Now you have double the amount of money." You're like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you kind of already need the money to get in and make money.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
need
who
to
was
know.
it? Was it like Warren Buffett or somebody has a quote that's like, all you got to do is get that $1 million. The first one really sucks, but as soon as you get it, you're set. And it's like, how many fucking people out here do you think are ever going to amass anywhere near $1 million?
Not this guy. Unless we blow up this podcast. Let's go.
Yeah. Not unless the podcast pops. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Really helps us out. Yeah, but that's all I got for shit I did and watched.
I thought we were on news.
Oh, well, I watched Godzilla -1. It was okay.
I heard it was really good.
It was okay. It's about a guy. It's not about Godzilla. But the Godzilla in it is fucking awesome.
Is there ever a Godzilla that isn't fucking awesome?
Yeah.
Name one.
Godzilla Jones.
Yeah, he sucks.
He was a piece of shit.
You just didn't know him.
Garbage. Didn't know is that what it was? All right, we're moving on. All right, let's get into the game, guys. How about it?
If you want to call it that.
Oh, yeah. This game
Yeah.
looks fun, dude. Fuck you.
We are playing a game that I'm pretty sure was only released in Europe. The 2005 classic NARC.
NARC.
You guys ever play this? Did you? I remember
No.
seeing the
Yeah,
cover.
I went to Europe once and I played it there. What the fuck do you mean?
I thought you did. I thought you lived in Italy for a couple years. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't think we were telling the whole
Yeah,
listeners
what are you getting?
that.
Are you doxing Chump Slap?
Seriously.
Maybe.
How do you think I learned to make a crepe?
They're not from Italy.
No, but I went to a culinary school in Italy.
Oh.
They taught the regional stuff. Anyway, so it was released March 22nd, 2005. What was going on, you guys asked, around there with video games?
Yeah, I was curious.
It seems that there's a good reason that we don't remember NARC, because there was also another game on this exact same day that might have been a little bit better.
Fallout 3.
God of War came out on March 22nd, 2005.
God of War, the original.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah. Great game.
Also this date, March 22nd, 2005, Ridge Racer came out.
Oh.
Okay.
Then you had Time Splitters Future Perfect on March 21st, and April 3rd was Doom 3.
And this piece of trash came out with them?
I
Sorry,
know,
I'm-
right? It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough to get your name out there when those heavy hitters came out. Like those must have just like God of War and having it pop, and then Doom 3. Like nothing. Everyone was in the shadow of Doom 3. At
Well,
that
God
point.
of War, nobody knew it was going to be as fucking awesome as it was.
No, but Doom 3. Like,
Yeah, Doom
that
3
was hyped.
yeah.
The box office that week, number 4 movie was Ocean's 12.
Never saw it.
I think I did.
I probably did.
Number 3, Fat Albert, which I believe was a live action remake. Is that the one with the guy who's on SNL?
I don't know.
Who?
The
Keenan?
Good Burger guy?
Keenan.
Yeah.
Is Keenan in that, or am I making this all up?
I don't know.
I don't even
never
have any
s-
clue
I
what the Fat Albert movie is.
I thought that was a Bill
Yeah,
Cosby
it stars Keenan.
vehicle.
Yeah, it sure does.
Okay.
Starring Bill Cosby, Keenan Thompson.
Oh, so it's
yeah.
aged well, you say?
Pretty great movie. And then we'll go ahead and move on. Number 2 was Elektra.
Oh.
Oh, that was a terrible movie.
Man, this was a shitty week for movies.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. And then number 1, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Man, glad I didn't go to movies around that time.
I think March is like the dumping ground, right? Like February, March is when they're like, these movies are going to suck. We'll just dump these out.
Yeah. It's like these couldn't come out in the summer blockbuster era, so we're just throwing them out now.
And then the only big news that came out around here, March 24th, 2005, The Office debuts on NBC.
That was pretty big too. People love that shit.
There was nothing else that happened around there. Definitely nothing that involved Terry Schiavo. That's for sure.
No.
She dead?
Oh, there was that cool
Yeah.
South Park episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that was when that happened. That was all like that week.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into it. That's a
No.
bummer. This
Yeah,
game was released for PC, Xbox, and PS2, developed by VIS Entertainment, published by Midway. It's an action, like adventure shooter type game that I picked this week.
It's a wannabe Grand Theft Auto clone.
Yeah, it for sure is. If you guys don't mind, I can get into it. Say
Let's
what the
do
game's
it,
all
dude.
about. All right. So first of all, even before we get started, this has a huge voice cast. We got Bill Bellamy as Marcus Hill, one of our main characters.
Damn.
Yeah,
Talk
Bill
about
Bellamy.
time
The
capsule.
blast from the past.
Jack Krasinski is voiced by Michael Madsen.
Really? Oh,
Pretty distinctive.
I thought you said Jack or John Krasinski.
Jack Krasinski, voiced by John Krasinski. Boy. All right. Ron Perlman is the voice of Captain Kowalski. And Michael Wincott would later be the voice of Mr. Big. I say later because he was like popped up in the last part of the game.
Kowalski.
Perfect cop name.
It is.
We begin with a scene that's Jack Krasinski's intro scene, but it's just him beating the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, great way to start.
Like just police violence. That's how we're starting. And then after that, we get introduced to one of our other main characters, Marcus Hill. He's a DEA agent. And there's like this sequence where there's a perp on his knees at a traffic stop, hands on his head. They're all arguing about who gets to do this. Like, whose turf is it? Oh, it's DEA turf. No, it's not. It's us. It's the police. And during this, the guy pulls a gun, starts shooting, and 8 cops get killed.
At least it's realistic.
Well, he gets shot.
Oh, wait,
first,
he gets shot
though.
first. Yeah.
He does get shot, right?
I mean, I thought that's where you're going. That's why I said he was realistic. 'Cause, like, 8 cops shot him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of cops just shot him the second he pulled the gun, obviously. And then he dropped some kind of vial, or not vial, like a needle.
Syringe.
Yeah.
Syringe. There we go. And they're like, oh, he's still moving. He's going to die any second. He jabs himself, jumps up, and starts shooting like crazy.
Yeah, that's the most unbelievable part is the cops didn't keep shooting him.
Yeah. He
They
would
must have been
way more than
reloading.
2 bullets in him.
Yeah. Just because he was dying, they wouldn't have stopped.
Well, this was 2005.
I guess so.
So this game is super edgy, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Now, we meet up with Marcus and Jack, and they're getting put on an assignment together. There's a history here. They used to be partners, but now they don't really like each other. They kind of both do their own thing. But this drug that made this guy go crazy, it's some new mystery drug no one knows about. So we got to figure out what the fuck's going on here.
All right, yeah. Sounds like meth.
Sounds a lot like super meth, like bear meth.
Or crystal, or what are they? Bath salts? Remember
Yeah.
when that was a fucking thing? People just mething out on bath salts? Crazy stuff.
Yeah, people
Is that
fighting people's
still a
faces.
thing?
Miss those days.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if that's still a thing. I'm going to Google it.
I don't think so. I think
No, you're on the fucking fentanyl and meth
they
now.
cracked down on selling bath salts as drugs as bath salts. It was like when they had fucking that fake weed.
Salvia.
The kratom.
Kratom. No,
Okay,
Kratom's
Kratom,
still
I
a
don't
thing.
In July 2012, U.S. federal drug policy was amended to ban the drug commonly found in bath salts. Prior to that, bath salts were legal in at least 41 states.
Yeah. All right. Thank God they did something.
Before they were made illegal, methadone, methylone,
So it was
and
meth.
MDPV were marked as bath salts.
So it was meth. Okay. That makes sense.
I guess, but they were like the bath salts, right? Like in
It's
the
all
little
the same
bag.
thing, man.
Yeah, but they were just smoking them instead of using them as bath salts. You know.
I wonder who was the first person. Like, I bet this bath salt will fuck me right up.
Have you never hung out with druggies before, man?
Not
Smoke
them.
everything.
Yeah, anything you can find, man.
That's depressing. Let's move on with the fun game.
Yeah. Let's get back to the fun druggy game.
You do this flashback tutorial, which I think is just like Jack's past as a beat cop.
Oh, is that what
Like-
that was? Okay.
I thought that's what it was. It was a flashback. That was an interesting way to do a tutorial, I guess.
Yeah, because I was like, why are they teaching this guy? He's a fucking
Yeah,
veteran.
yeah.
I assumed it was like a flashback, and
All right,
like there's
yeah.
a part where you beat up a punk with drugs.
Yeah.
You torture a purse snatcher, like real good
Cop stuff.
cop stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of like explains a little bit why Jack is such a piece of shit.
Not that he's a cop. He's just.
Oh, he's corrupt.
Yeah.
So he's a cop. Hey, get it.
And Jack has to go find some evidence that disappeared from the evidence room. This was a thing given to him, or a task given to him by Captain Kowalski. And you need to go find this guy by the name of McDade. And there's a lot of surveillance missions here, like you standing on buildings with microphones or cameras or shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this one, you are following a guy, you're surveilling him, and then he meets up with 3 cops. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And at the drop, the cop's like, okay, this is the plan. All right, follow me here. So we're going to have these drugs and we're going to try to sell them. So that is going to get us in touch with the dealers who want to buy the drugs, right? And then when we try to sell them, we're going to kill those dealers and then we're going to take their drugs. So we're going to be flush with cash and
10 out of
drugs.
10, no notes.
Yeah.
Scientist.
Yeah.
I don't think you've been around drugs before. Because that's how it works.
Yeah. Usually kill people, steal their drugs, and sell them.
Yeah, nobody ever notices.
It's like a Highlander type of deal.
Exactly.
You cut off their head, their drugs are
then
yours.
Then
now.
you get all the people who buy from them and come to you.
Yep, you get it now. I guess you have been around drugs.
So then Jack's like, what's going on here? And they're like, you want in? He's like, yep. Which I'm pretty sure in the context of the game, he was just going undercover.
Yeah, he's undercover the whole time.
But
And
he
then he
seems like
becomes
the
a
kind of
druggie.
guy that would be like, no, you're right. No one needs to know about this $25,000.
Yeah, it's like a Scanner Darkly. He goes undercover, but then he gets fucking too into it. You know what I mean?
He gets in too deep.
Yep.
That's a classic cop story.
Yep.
So then Marcus and Jack meet up again with Kowalski, and he yells at them to get working. He's not really productive as a captain. He just yells at them to do their job. And they're like, we're fucking trying, bro. Like, you called us meeting. Like, what? So now we go over to Marcus's side. We start following him and going through some of his missions. This is back when he tried to kind of go undercover and try to be a dealer, but he screwed up so badly he had to kill everybody.
Yeah, that typically happens.
Fucking classic.
When I was taking these notes and watching this, I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Like, he tried to be a dealer. They didn't believe him. He's like, they start a shootout. Everybody dies but him.
He was such a bad undercover cop.
Yeah. Not to mention he hangs out and talks to cops all the time.
Yeah, fucking for real, man.
Like in public on the street,
Yeah.
probably in front of the police station.
Yeah.
And so he goes on, he takes some pictures of some meeting with a whole bunch of the gang leaders. And out of nowhere, the cops come to raid the place. Shootout happens. Marcus arrests some guy and he's like, I work for the ambassador. He's like, I don't give a shit. And he punches him because, that's what cops do.
Yeah, that's what cops do.
And then Jack gets taken capture and his old friend offers him some meth before he has to kill him. Oh, yeah.
The
part is-
crack.
The crack.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jack's like tortured and his buddy comes in. He's like, oh, man, I didn't know like you were a cop, man. Well, you know what needs to happen, but here's some drugs. So if you want to do that first, I'll come back after you're high and just kill you.
I'm going to kill you, but I'll let you get high first.
He's like, here's some crack. I'll come back in 10 minutes. You should be in the midst of your crazy crack high, and you won't even know you're dead.
Your normally calm crack high.
Yeah.
And then this is where I put the note. If it's not clear, it looks like Jack is in a bit too deep.
Yeah. He's got a little addiction problem.
But he takes it.
Well, yeah,
Why
why not?
wouldn't you? If you're going to die, I'd smoke crack too,
Yeah, I would love to say I wouldn't, but probably.
No, at that point, if someone's like, I'm going to kill you in 10 minutes, here's some crack, do your thing.
I suppose, like, no help is coming.
Yeah. I try to smoke
Yeah.
so much crack.
You'd be lousy with crack.
Yeah.
And he does it. He gets this like weird trip out sequence, which I thought was pretty neat, like the way it was done. And then out of nowhere, Marcus shows up and like kicks away the meth, like, no, bad, no. And he kicks the meth and he's like, what's your problem? You're fucked up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, he was pretty sure he was going to die. You got to give him some slack here.
Well, he's a junkie in recovery.
Yeah. I mean, the game is painting the picture that he had a problem.
Well, junkies in recovery don't do crack.
Well,
If they think they're going to die.
recovery.
But anyway, later, Marcus and Jack keep going about their business. They both get arrested at different times and they get brought in. And then Agent Daniel shows up. She's from the Narcotics Assessment, Reconnaissance, and Containment Unit.
What a fucking
AKA
name.
Yeah.
NARC.
I love it. Daniel's genius.
So they look at her and they both laugh really loud. And I just wrote like a woman chief exec, LOL. I
guess
assume that's why
what
they
the
were
joke
laughing.
was. I don't know.
What else was the joke there?
She's English or something.
Like, so this is the thing. When you arrest perps like this, I assume from all the cop shows that I watched, you don't put them together in the same room.
No,
So
I've been arrested for marijuana charges, and me and my buddy were put in different rooms.
Yeah, they never put you in the same room.
yeah, so they're in the same room, and then the captain walks in, and he's like, you crazy kids. And then Daniels walks in. So I don't think they ever thought they were actually arrested.
Well, the captain knew they were undercovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
They have a great plan anyway. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
they did have the
Genius.
So Daniels tells them they're reassigned to this brand new drug unit thing. It catches them off guard, and they're like, look, the whole reason we're doing it is because there's this new drug. It's called Liquid Soul. You two assholes apparently got further along the trail than anyone else did investigating this.
Is that Soul S-O-U-L or S-O-L?
SOU.
I thought,
Okay.
yeah, I thought it was S-O-U-L.
I didn't see it written, so.
And I guess, like, she also pulls this thing and she says this thing about how, like, you guys are being too reined in. Like, don't you want to just do whatever the fuck you want to complete these cases? I'm paraphrasing, but, like, barely.
Well, she's like multinational NARC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume so, because after that, they go fuck off to China.
Yeah, she's like, you can have free reign in China, dude.
And then Jack says the fucking line.
Oh, yeah? What line?
Jack says, Kung Fu?
Oh, yeah. Because Jack's fucked up. He's still coming down from his crack high at this point,
I mean, if that's
right?
what you want to call it instead of old-fashioned racism. Sure.
I'm trying to look on the good side here.
Because Bill Bellamy's like, yeah, Jack, Kung Fu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is racist.
When you said that, for some reason, I was thinking of Keanu Reeves. Like, I know Kung Fu.
No, this is much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
worse.
it wasn't as cool as Keanu Reeves, obviously.
And then they arrive in China. You got Jack and Marcus in China. How about that shit?
Yeah,
Oh, no
that's something
shit.
that normally happens.
They're probably going to go fuck with the triads and shit, right?
No, they'd never put the triads in a game.
Game about China and drugs? Triads? Get the fuck out.
So apparently, there's a little brief moment here where Jack tried to bring up the past, and Marcus is like, look, you burnt me before. It's not going to happen again. I want nothing to do with you. Like, we're working together, whatever, but we're not going to be friends. We're not going to be bros.
Yeah, we used to be partners. You fucked it up.
And Jack's pretty much like, all right, fine, whatever. I get it. And they meet their local contact, and they immediately get jumped and have to fight some dudes.
Yeah, well, that didn't blow their cover or anything.
They know, like, yeah, because the whole time these bad guys in this area are talking, they're like, oh, the Americans are here doing blah, blah, blah. Like, they're immediately found and mentioned.
Yeah, like why are these fucking American cops here? Yeah. Everyone would know about it.
So they do these surveillance missions, tailing a bunch of people and such. And the drug dealer goes over the plan again, in case we didn't get it, where they're setting up a bait and switch where they kill everybody. And they were talking about on the phone about this bait and switch. Later, you go to that meetup, and there's this fucking kid with a backpack. He's like, I just wanted to buy some drugs. And the kid only had 10 grand on him. They said this was like $1 million deal.
Yeah, he said millions of dollars.
Shady.
So Marcus takes him into custody for his own safety and some questions, which I'm sure he kicked his ass probably.
Oh, he took his 10 grand at least.
At least. Well, it's like, I don't know. I checked in the $1,000 to evidence. I don't know what to tell you. And then Jack becomes the bag man, and he and Marcus go to the thing and kill everyone because they're bad at their jobs.
That's so true.
They get out, but they left the briefcase there. But luckily, Jack put a transmitter in it, so they know exactly where to go to find it.
Yeah, leave it to the crackhead high guy to remember to put a transmitter in it.
Seriously.
Maybe he's not so useless after all. Maybe functional drug addicts are good people.
I know plenty.
Yeah.
I know they're great.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. And they keep going. They meet with Daniels again, and the plan is to go after the Liquid Soul plant here in Kowloon, which is where they were in China. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Oh, nice. Did we find out who manufactures it yet?
They're not sure, but they keep hearing rumblings about this guy named Mr. Big who's in charge. But I guess no one knows who he is or has seen him much. He's very elusive.
Like that band in the 80s.
I'm the one who wants to be with you.
I'm the one.
Oh, I should have.
Deep inside, I hope
Should have Long Island
you
Soul sing that.
feel it too. Man, if my throat
Dude,
wasn't so scratchy, I'd sing it better.
I can't believe I pulled that. You're welcome. That is the Mr. Big song, I'm
It
pretty
is.
sure.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. So, yeah, it's going to be stuck in your guys' heads for at least 3 days. It's a 3-dayer. You're gonna be in the shower later, and you're like, you feel it too. I swear.
Yep.
Anyway, so after the Mr. Big concert,
All right,
you
let's stop it. Scientist? Enough.
so there's more surveillance. You find your way to some fucking temple. You meet with a monk there. I didn't really get what these people were doing, but you're looking for the woman you were surveilling earlier. And the guy's like, I'm not going to tell you where she is. And you're like, well, if you don't tell me, I'm going to fight you. Well, then you're going to have to fight me. Then you fight. Because that's the kind of game we have here.
Yeah.
And Marcus says to this guy, you're coming in either cuffs or a pine box. I don't think cops should be talking like that.
Why? They have a carte blanche to kill anybody they want.
Yeah, they're part of NARC.
They really do.
Dude.
They are part of NARC,
I would
dude.
have said body bag.
That's much better.
I mean, who buys a fucking pine coffin anyway?
Poppers in the 1870s. That's who.
Yeah.
Then I guess he kills everyone. It doesn't really show it. And then he finds some intel that we really should feed to the conspiracy theory folks to see if they'll buy this.
I'm sure they will.
You're right. We shouldn't. We're not. This isn't real. This is part of the game, guys. But the story is that recently in this area, there were a bunch of young ravers who got kidnapped.
That's why raves aren't huge anymore.
Exactly. All got kidnapped. And then these young ravers were forced into doing some kind of never-ending rave. So they just keep getting fed with shit to keep raving. And
I thought they were made to be worked in factories.
Yeah.
I thought they were raving, and then they took the liquid soul that's harvested from their endorphins and adrenaline.
Yeah, they're just harvesting raver endorphins, man.
They thought they were kidnapping raver kids and making them work in the factories.
Were they?
That's what they thought at first.
Yes, they thought at first, yeah.
But this is where it unravels that they're harvesting endorphins and adrenaline.
Oh, we already found. Are we talking about Hill finding the briefcase?
Yes.
Okay.
They found the briefcase. They found the letter, the note that explains everything.
Yeah, it's all in one briefcase that they just left there. Yeah.
Oh, they left all their plans here written down nicely in a file.
Oh, look at that. It's a recipe for fucking liquid soul. So dumb.
They go back to Daniels. They tell her everything they learned, and Daniels is like, "Man, this is great. This is great stuff. So you're not going on the raid. Real SWAT team guys are here." And they're like, "This is bullshit. This is our case. We're doing it. I don't care what you say." And she's like, "You guys aren't trained for this.
This is a team.
This is a team of people who do just this. So that's their job. You guys aren't going to go." And they're like, "Okay." So the next scene, they're sneaking onto the island anyway.
Of course they are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think they're bad cops, guys.
Well, Jack is at least. Marcus ain't really great at his job either, but
No, he's beating the shit out of a lot of people that are already in handcuffs. But yeah, I don't think they're great at cops. And I think when Kowalski found out they were getting taken away, he was like, "Yeah, this is great. Go ahead. Go to China. I fucking dare you." So we keep going on. And this is where shit really hits the fan.
Oh, yeah?
Because Jack pulls a gun on Daniels and Marcus.
What?
is that because he found a note that said that Marcus was paid to kill Eddie Jackson, the guy who died in the beginning of the video?
Yes.
What?
How did you get that?
Well, I was reading a thing here. I think I had to do some supplemental reading to understand what happened here.
Yeah, I had to watch a whole nother video after this just to fucking get it.
The story is that Jack goes into this building first, and as he's going through the building to figure out where the fuck they are, he finds a bunch of like little clues.
Bunch of evidence. Yep.
Bunch of evidence that points to Marcus being the orchestrator of this whole thing.
Yeah, he's paid by
But
these.
none of it's real, I don't think.
Yeah, it's all fake that they had this DEA guy. They put him in these fake things.
Yeah, he must be working for crack, right?
Oh, I forgot about crack. I don't even know if I wrote down crack.
No, you didn't, because you didn't say it. But it's the company that makes this. I don't remember what it stood for, but it was KRAK.
Yeah.
And then, so we get to this tense moment. Jack pulls a gun on Daniels and Marcus. Marcus is like, "Dude, I know we're not really friends, but what are you doing?" And he's trying to like
He assumes
de-escalate.
he's fucking high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he did get higher. Like he was tweaking or he was going nuts or something.
Something.
He was not in a great mental state, probably because he just thinks that this guy he was working with is about to kill
Well,
him.
yeah, he did just find a bunch of evidence that points to Marcus being a fucking actual drug dealer.
I don't think Marcus had his gun out. I think just Daniels did. He didn't have it out till the end. But anyway, he's trying to de-escalate. Daniels is yelling, "Take the shot," like just over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then before Jack can do anything, Daniels shoots him, drops him. He's dead.
No.
So
Not fucking Jack.
this is where the game takes a turn.
This is where.
We somehow get into like a Final Fantasy game now. I don't know. We've changed genres because we get to the next sequence and Daniels is in some kind of like leather top hat steampunk fucking outfit.
Yeah, it's like it glitches into a fucking totally different universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It reminded me a lot of what was that game we played with the two celestial bodies that fought in space at the end of the game?
I don't remember, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The mansion one? I think it was the one in the mansion.
Yeah, it was definitely in the mansion. It went through time and you did all those kind of things.
It's a family thing.
Curse the Eye of Isis. That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Go listen to that episode. Really helps us out a lot.
So Daniels is in this weird ass getup. She does the bad guy thing where she just spills out the whole plan.
Yeah, genius. Oh, I love when that happens.
So we have a whole other layer of this bullshit. So, okay, the whole point of this is that Daniels wanted to be the biggest drug dealer ever.
So she started crack.
The idea was that Mr. Big would be like the figurehead. He's a guy that's basically a thinker in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And she creates and funds this organization that, or I guess it's government funded. I'm not sure where it came from. It's government backed or approved at least. And
Oh, a NARC or a crack?
I believe this is crack, or it might be NARC. I don't remember,
Well,
man.
She runs both organizations.
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically, she created a government organization that could do whatever it took to eliminate drug dealers, which she basically took as murdering all the competition.
Yeah. So she could be the biggest drug dealer.
Right. So she is also the one that killed Jack by leaving well, not just by shooting him, but she's the one that left the clues all over the building that showed Marcus was dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be, as she said, some kind of like ethics test that he failed.
Well, she wanted to put him on the crack team. She wanted him to be a top guy in crack, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out where this is going because you keep saying crack and like
I know. Well,
yeah, it's hard to follow.
She wanted him to be corrupt, but he wouldn't be, because she thought if she put all these clues that Marcus was corrupt, that he'd be like, okay, yeah, so am I. Let's do it, you know?
Right.
But he wasn't. That's why she shot him.
But now Marcus and her get in a fight, and because Marcus wants to kill Mr. Big, but Daniel shoots him. And then this is where she's about to kill him. Then out of nowhere, Jack shows up again. He is not dead.
No, flesh wound.
What?
And then he stands up. He's like, yeah. And then shoots her like 4 times in the face, which again, you can't be doing that.
No.
And then Marcus, instead of being like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, there needs to be a report. There needs to be an investigation. Like, I have to testify against you. You'll probably go to jail now. Instead of saying any of that, Marcus goes, hell yeah, kill Mr. Big too.
Well, at this point, why not?
Right. So Jack walks up to Mr. Big, and Mr. Big is like, he seems like someone that's just been doing LSD his whole life.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, yeah, I did kill children for profits.
Yeah, that's not bad in any way.
Well, the best part about that line is next he says, I don't really know why, because I'm like already so rich. Like, I didn't need the money. Why'd I do it?
Capitalism, dude.
Mm-hmm.
My whole goal, the whole reason I do what I do is because I want to open people's eyes to the moment.
Oh my God, he goes off about the moment.
It was awesome. He's like, life is a series of moments. And when you were a child, you were in the moment and it was magic.
This is when I stopped writing things down.
I was like, he's bringing the moment. I just wrote moment bullshit.
Well, this is where he brings it back because he's like, I was in the moment and I want you to be in the moment. So this is why I did what I did, Jack. I kidnapped all these people so I could harness what it would feel like to be in the moment. And then Mr. Big becomes a mech from RoboCop.
Yep.
Like an ED-209, but larger.
Of
And
course.
you boss fight him.
Right.
And then
I'll pretend I know what you're talking about.
it's that very famous
Yeah,
walking robot with the guns. And you boss fight him. And then he's like dying. He's walking away or crawling away from the thing. And Marcus is like, yeah, now time to be a good cop. And then shoots him as he's crawling away.
That's a good cop.
Yeah.
And then he walks away. And that's the end of the game. I'm sorry. That's the end of this masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
He said Marcus. Well, Marcus walks in and finishes off Mr. Big after the huge boss battle.
Yeah, he shoots him. Like,
Yeah.
he's already way dead. Maybe not even dead. He's incapacitated.
And then he says, the moment. And then Marcus says, is over. Boom.
Yep.
No notes.
What a great fucking game.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to talking about it.
All right, so that's the game. We did it. We got through it. We're better people. We can stop talking about it.
No, we can't.
Right after we get through our next segment, final thoughts.
Ooh.
So let's start with Dr. Syintist.
All right.
Do you want me to do 2 this week?
Of course, go for it.
All right. Hey, Syintist.
Yeah.
What's the name of this game?
NARC.
Did watching his video make you want to be a narc? Was the story pretty shitty, or did they hit it out of the park?
Nice.
And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this, Lark?
Would I play the game? No. Did the story work for me? Are you kidding? This is terrible. This is easily the second worst cop game we've done.
What's the
What's
worst?
the first?
Kane and Lynch 2.
Oh, you blasphemer,
They weren't
dude.
cops, though.
This is slightly better than that, and this is still terrible. None of it really makes sense. They just send 2 random dudes to China.
Well, they
for
wanted
this international
They wanted
narc.
to recruit him for the crack team.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's dumb.
I don't think you got it, Syintist.
I think I got it too well.
Because they assumed they would be corrupt.
All they did was set people up and then surveil people and then bust people and then kill people.
You're saying this is better than the Shield?
That was the gaming loop. It is slightly better than the Shield, even though it's exactly the same.
Exactly, dude.
I gave the Shield 0 points, I think. No, I gave it 2. So, all right, this is better than all those. Kane and Lynch, the Shield, Def Jam Vendetta.
Oh, no.
I'll give it 3 stars. This piece of trash.
Wow.
Whoa. Yikes.
All right.
I don't know when we're talking about this game again.
Well, there it is.
Starting off strong with a 3 out of 27. We'll go ahead and move on to you there, Sir Chump Slap.
All right.
Did watching this video make you want to play NARC? Did the story work for you? Or do you have any bad remarks? And what score out of 27 stars do you think you could mark for a bark in the park with NARC?
All right. I like that.
Terrible.
Oh, you Eminem over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Did watching this video make me want to play it? No. But later looking into it, I kind of wanted to play it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, you could take drugs and they do random shit.
All right, I can't believe I'm saying about this in a video game, but you could do that in real life.
I
A
know,
lot better.
but this is consequence free.
Like I said.
All right. Anyway, not really, but I'd give it a go for a little bit. Did the story work for me? Get the fuck out of here. The story was garbage.
Nice.
I was like, what? It didn't make any sense. Well, I guess it kind of did, but it was a joke. Whole narc and crack, all run by the same person, and then whatever.
If she was running, I'm not going to try and figure it out, even though you're talking.
No, she came from this huge corporate, like she runs both.
Yeah.
And then she goes to this little podunk fucking town and picks up these 2 fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
One's a crackhead and one's a cop who didn't like his crackhead partner.
But like, if there was any question that these guys wouldn't be corrupted, why would you even hire them? Why wouldn't you hire like a mercenary or scumbags who are like, yeah, pay me whatever, I'll just do whatever.
Because she didn't think out her plan.
No, she thought fucking Jack would be all gung-ho to be the fucking drug dealer guy, and she was wrong. But why did she have to bring in fucking Marcus into this? Because she knew Marcus
I don't understand.
was
She wanted drug dealer guys. Why was she running the thing to stop drug dealing guys?
to kill the competition.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
Because then she could...
I don't need to think about it.
I know, I could totally explain that to you.
No, it's okay. Keep
I don't
doing what
have
you're doing.
to, because the game did a great job at it.
Great job.
So out of 27 stars, I'm giving it 3. That's what I was going to give it to.
Okay. 3 it is. That's a really hot banger we got here.
All right. So let me throw some questions at you there, Scotchy.
Well, let's have it.
Did watching this video make you want to be a crack smoking cop?
Okay.
Was the story pretty good, or the whole time did you wish it would stop? And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this game with a little sprinkle on top, or some jimmies on top if you're going to go that way?
Thanks for asking and specifying regionally for the Jimmies. Did watching this make me want to play it? I don't know. No, it didn't really at all. I'm surprised about this voice cast. I'm also surprised there wasn't a Wikipedia page for it, but that's not here
real?
nor there.
It was just in with the other NARC games.
Yeah, I remember NARC from the NES days, and I remember seeing this cover, but I don't remember it ever actually existing or coming out.
Yeah.
So it didn't make me want to play it. Did the story work for me? It doesn't make any sense. Like, if you had the ability to create a massive organization and like use your influence like that, why would you do this to do something illegal? Why wouldn't you just do something that's already legal?
Yeah, why bring
Like,
2 fucking American cops over to China and then try to get them into... It doesn't... It's fucking stupid.
like no one along the line of this where it's like, hey, we're hiring cops in the US to go to China and just do whatever the fuck they want. No one was like, hey, is this like, should they be doing this? Like, is this okay?
They literally arrested these people and then gave them over to this fucking random NARC international whatever. I'm done talking about it.
Like, were these cops supposed to be cool? Like, was this supposed to be cool that they were kicking the shit out of all these people? Like, what? I'm very confused about what the message of this was. Not that it has to
It was
have
an
like, a positive
anti-drug message. I guess
Is that what it was?
It was.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you crushed like a huge drug dealer, so I suppose it was an anti-drug message.
Well, it was bad that the cop was doing drugs. I mean, you could pick that up.
I don't know. I think the drug trip sequence was pretty cool.
I know. It looked cool when he did drugs in the game, too.
So yeah, this game was drugs are cool, I guess. That's what we're getting at.
It's about time we said it.
So the story did not work for me. What score would I give it? We've been over a lot of this and how the story doesn't make much sense. And I find it also very strange that Marcus or Jack never had any questions. They're like, yeah, let's just go to China and fuck some people up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a final score of a 2.
You ass. We almost had a perfect 3 here.
I know, but it felt wrong.
You're right. You're probably right. It should be a 2.
I mean, like, the cutscene movie didn't have a whole lot to it. I'm sure if we played it, it'd make a lot more sense in the story about...
I doubt it.
I did listen to another guy who talked the whole story, and it made sense more, but it still didn't make that much sense.
It seems too convoluted. Like, if you're that smart and powerful to make fortune like this, you wouldn't do it to do drugs. Like, it'd
No,
just be dumb.
you'd spend that money and just buy better drug dealers. You don't need cops to be your drug dealers. It's dumb.
Yeah, and if you could do that, why would you? Like, it doesn't...
You're actually part of NARC, so you're bringing down the biggest drug dealers. You can just recruit them into your fucking thing.
And yeah, that's another... And use their whole infrastructure.
Yep. There you go.
Man, this
fucking
game was
stupid.
dumb. Fine, there you go, too. That gives us a final score of an 8. We haven't had an 8 since we did the Shield the game.
That's exactly what this reminded me of.
It was just as dumb.
It was just the same thing.
And then you have to go back to last season to find more garbage where we gave Shell Shock Nam a 60. Shell Shock Nam 67 a 7.
Yeah.
It was better than
Slightly worse than this. Yeah.
Secret Service Ultimate Sacrifice got a 6.
Yeah.
Again, step down.
We it's perfect.
We fucking nailed it. Yeah. We're good.
Yeah, I think we nailed it. So let's go ahead and move into our cooldown topic. What do you say, guys?
Let's do it. Let's talk some bullshit about something.
I want to start with live service games. Dr. Syintist,
He loves
what would
them.
it take you to play a live service game?
Give me an example of what this game would entail.
It's mostly something that just lives on forever, like
Is it
fucking
seasons and
Fortnite
shit?
or seasons, whatever.
I
Anything that has
can't
seasons.
think of a
You could play
the closest.
Binding of Isaac if they had seasons.
I'm done with that game.
Well, if you didn't fucking platinum it before.
The closest thing I did was play like Dragon Dokkan Battle on my phone.
You're still playing it.
No,
aren't
I
you?
didn't. I stopped
Oh,
that a while
really?
ago. Yeah.
Good for you.
I don't have time when I don't work night shift.
Oh, that reminds me too that one of the Ubisoft Division games, remember there were like 3 that were announced. One of them, Heartland, got canceled,
Oh, yeah.
which was their live service game. That was going to be.
What a shame.
Well, good. Just put out your regular shit.
I can't think of there's no possible way I'd play a live service game now. I don't have time.
You don't think so?
No. To put more than 10 hours in a game would take me months. And
Well, if it was
I
on
don't
your
even play-
phone, you would.
nah.
If it was really good.
I mean, what do you find when it was
A
really good?
magic game. If there was a
There's
good
Arena.
magic game, not Arena.
That's
But-
magic.
No, yeah, but it was like what was the first game that came out with? Chandelier.
Nah, probably.
If it was like that, like your RPG.
When they updated it all the time?
Yeah.
Nah, probably not.
I still wouldn't want to pay for it.
Yeah, because you'd have to pay
yeah,
for it.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know. I there's just too many games, not enough time. I can't imagine playing a game for another like year. I mean, I got tired of chill after like 6 months, and that's like what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of like, but even when I was playing Destiny and going through like the common areas, and then you'd have those like shared community events,
That was fun.
I never wanted to, like, I could never do raids because I never had a group to go.
It was too hard you had to be highest level and fucking perfect at what you had to do. Or else people would just boot you out of the raid anyway. It was fucking annoying.
Yeah, like if you weren't good enough, they just like, no thanks.
They had
Bye.
to make the raids easier. But I guess that wasn't the point, really.
Yeah, I don't I mean, I guess the closest I could ever get to enjoying and continually playing a live service game is if they went live service with Call of Duty Zombies. I think maybe I'd have a shot.
Oh, you definitely would do that. You'd love it.
Yeah, you would.
But they'd have to keep like updating it and adding guns or maps. You
And it
know,
would
like
have
give
to
me
be
something to do.
Single person the whole time. Or else
Yeah,
you
you'd
wouldn't
have
do it.
to. I think that series, well, maybe, or game mode, whatever you want to call it. I think they do a good job of like, if you want to do it solo, there's ways to do it solo and it's still fun. And if you want to do it with a team, you can also do that.
Dude, the best one was with when we would play fucking just 2-player. Well, we could have had more players, I guess. But yeah, just keep going. Just leveling and level. I mean, that was a
That
great
was.
one. I liked it.
We should do that again.
We should.
Both have the game.
Yeah, but you're not going to do it because you don't have time.
We might. Who
I got
knows?
plenty of time. Don't tell me I don't have time, Syintist.
Well, you do, but he doesn't.
I'll make his time.
Sony recently, the reason I thought of this is because Sony pushed all their live service games like a year because they said they weren't good enough.
Well, good, at
Yeah, because
least.
they're never going to be good enough.
I understand that every game studio is like, do you see how much money Grand Theft Auto 5 made? Why don't we do that? But
Yeah.
they're not all going to hit. They're not.
You're not all Fortnite.
Yeah. For every fucking 15, 20 of these that comes out, there's one that's like decent.
Yeah, and you're not going to get me to pay for a fucking monthly bullshit or a year even.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that could get me to pay for like a monthly subscription just to play one game. Like, remember when WoW
I
did
won't
that?
even pay $3 to get commercials off my Amazon. So fuck you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm fucking really sick of it. And if we don't fucking start voting with our wallets, what are we going to do?
That's a good point. Everyone's like, what are you going to do? It's like, don't support it.
Yeah.
And then they'll stop because all that matters to them is money.
No, because I love Destiny 1 and 2, but I will not support this bullshit.
Man, this is a depressing episode.
I know
Yeah,
that
well,
game
you
was the
picked a
worst
shitty
part.
game.
That's my fault. Okay. Let's just wrap this up then. We'll end it on a high note. It is right now, the current date, as everybody knows, June 6th. Next week, go to our YouTube channel. There'll be a new piece of content on there. Poppascotch React Full Throttle.
And if
It's
you like
funny.
that, let me know. Maybe I'll record myself reacting to some shit.
There you go. If you guys like it, let us know. Like and subscribe. It always helps us out. But if they wanted to send us an email with maybe more ideas for content they might like to see on YouTube, where would they send that? Sir Chump Slap.
Well, send that to plottytime@gmail.com, and I'm up for anything, man. I just won't strip on live television.
Nobody was asking for that.
Thank God.
Someone changed. All right. And then if they want to get to us faster on the socials with stripping instructions, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram or Threads, or you can stop by a subreddit and take all the recommendations from people who ask us to do stuff on there.
I will
Perfect.
And I will strip if you want.
I will, but nobody wants it. Trust me.
I mean, I'll sell it. It's basically an OnlyFans page then. We do Poppascotch mukbangs.
Scientist stripping and me what? Twerking? Whatever.
No, you're cooking videos. That's what you'll do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd fucking do that. Watch it.
All right, we got to get 25 likes for a Poppascotch mukbang.
No, that's way too
That's
few.
doable.
That's
You gotta
doable.
be
We can't do
realistic.
that.
I'll do a fucking mukbang for 25.
Oh, it's so gross.
What do you want me
What
to
would
do?
you mukbang?
What do you want me to eat?
We'll have a poll in the
Okay. Let's get this together. Let's get a mukbang
Yeah, let's not
going.
make it gross, man.
Pop-Tarts.
I hate, no, fuck you.
That's a lot of shit.
Just
I
the
will
s'mores.
never eat a Pop-Tart.
What?
Not even one.
You can go to YouTube, like to subscribe there. It really helps us out. Or go to our eBay store, plottytime.com. Redirects you to the eBay
Mashed
store. Buy
potatoes.
stuff there. That about does it for
I eat
us.
fucking a lot.
I
So,
eat a lot. That'd
as
be
always,
gross.
shout out to Blaine JJ,
Handmade.
Draga the Slago, Luis Guzman, I am Panex, Gamers Little Playground. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, like the mashed potatoes with like chunks of potato still in it.
Like actual mash.
Yeah, like actual mash, like made mashed.
Dude, at my restaurant, we have amazing
Yeah, you're gonna
potato
mukbang those
pearls.
potatoes.
Yeah,
Nice.
I could eat a fucking a lot.